Hello, this is the WJTS News. I'm Bill Potter. Anticipation and excitement is higher than ever as aspiring country music artists prepare for the 35th annual WBDC Country Showdown, held at the Jasper Arts Center tomorrow, June 9th at 6:30 p.m. Doors open at 5:30. Acts from across the region are performing this year, with 5 returning and 8 making their showdown debut. Radio station WBDC is proud to once again be hosting the Country Music Talent Search with a chance for a local artist to win over $1,000 in cash and prizes. Tickets will be $5 at the door. The Jasper Arts Center will provide the backdrop to feature the best and brightest talent in our area. The band Haywire returns as well, entertaining the crowd and backing all of the talented performers who choose. The acts taking the stage in this year's showdown are Modern-Day Outlaws of Celestine, Robert Reitman of Celestine, Robert Stutzman of Huntingburg, Julie Garcia and Amy Brewster of Jasper, Brooke Lawalin of Tell City, Rodney Watts of Petersburg, Boo Polly of Huntingburg, Amy Jo Madden and the Mad Women Band of Southern Indiana, Kira Cantu and her band of Jasper, Indiana, Cody Eichert of Bedford, Indiana, and the Regal Family Band of Muncie, Indiana. Also Carl Summer of Derby, Indiana. Now in its 35th year, the WBDC Showdown finds the most promising country music talent in the area, giving these performers a chance to be named Best New Act in 101 Country. Winners compete for a $1,000 cash prize for first place, $250 for second place, and $100 for third place. The top 3 finishers will receive beautifully engraved trophies as well. And 18 WJTS, our production crew, will be on site filming the showdown, and that will be aired at a later date on 18 WJTS, Local People Watching Local People. A Crawford County woman was placed under arrest early this morning on charges of drug possession after she was taken to Jasper's Memorial Hospital. She was suspected of a bath salt overdose. At 3:30 a.m. today, Jasper police were called to Memorial and were told that a female identified as 25-year-old Jennifer Froman of English was brought in from Crawford County. Prior to their arrival, officers say what was suspected to be methamphetamine was located in her purse along with a pair of pipes used for smoking. Officers spoke with Froman, who admitted to smoking bath salts and spice earlier. She told officers that the substance in her possession was meth. Police say field testing indicated positive for the drug. Froman was evaluated and medically cleared by the hospital staff and was taken and booked into the DuBois County Security Center on felony charges of possession of methamphetamine and 2 misdemeanor counts of possession of paraphernalia. Tuesday afternoon, the Jasper Community Arts Commission discussed in-house topics, budget items, and heard from personnel about summer programs and projects. Jasper's Arts Director, Kit Miracle, discussed the Commission's upcoming 2017 budget and reviewed a number of certain changes, which included an increase in the cost of programming for students. Currently, there is a charge of $2.50 per child for school programs, and Miracle recommends that the Commission raise that amount to $3 due to increasing expenses. Miracle says this would aid in covering some of those expenses. Jasper Arts Commission Board President Mike Jones raised a question as to when these changes will be implemented, noting it could be an inconvenience to implement this change in January of next year since it would take place in the middle of the next school year. The board discussed the topic and felt it would be best, if in the best interest, to make a decision at Tuesday night's meeting in time to propose the change, as some school corporation budget schedules were discussed between the months of January and June. The board approved to adjust the educational rate per student from $2.50 to $3 per student effective July 1st of this year. Also reported was the progress of the Jasper Leads Community Capital Campaign that was launched since its announcement back on May 11th. Arts Commission Board Secretary Linda Colley gives an update on her participation in library enrichment and arts downtown as representatives of the Jasper Community Arts Commission.
We have a couple of people representing all the different interests, which has been really great. So everybody's heard, and we're all together, though. We know that this project has got to go together. It can't be me for the arts and somebody for the library. It is a combined project, and we all stand or we all fall together. So that's been a really good thing, and we had a meeting yesterday, and we were able to announce that we have raised $450,000 as a match to the TIN's $1.7 million. So we feel like we're off to a really strong start, and we're still talking to lots of people, and we have a lot of hope that we're going to raise our goal of $8 million.
Collie says it's been a great experience to be part of the library enrichment and arts downtown team. She says efforts the team is collaborating on are centered on campaign to raise dollars for the LEADS effort. Jasper LEADS is an approach to invest in the community's enhancements of the downtown Jasper area and in the Courthouse Square, the Astra Theater, and proposed Jasper Cultural Center for the library and the arts. To learn more about the community campaign, visit their website, jasperleads.org. In other business last night, Miracle also mentioned to the board that Jasper Arts Program Coordinator Karina Mack arranged to welcome visitors from Decatur, Illinois, who made a visit to Jasper on Monday to learn about the success of the Chalk Walk and to learn more about how the Arts Center was formed. Miracle explained to the visitors that the center has run programs throughout the 40 years of existence and that it's best to gradually start with a small amount of programs at a time and not all at once. Miracle says she looks forward to talking to others about the Arts Center's experience, especially with the future it can hold with the potential implementation of the Jasper Cultural Center. And speaking of the Chalk Walk, the 13th annual Chalk Walk Arts Festival that was postponed last Saturday has been rescheduled for this Saturday, June the 11th, on the square in downtown Jasper, from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. Folks are invited to spend the day exploring the world of art at this family-friendly event, chock full of creative and fun activities for the young and the young at heart. The Chalk Walk offers a variety of hands-on activities for children, which are all part of the registration fee. Free entertainment, music, and dance set the tempo for the day's festivities, while the food and beverage booths help keep you energized. The annual Chalk Walk is supported by the Greater Jasper Business Association. It is also sponsored by Papa John's Pizza, as well as many local businesses and individuals. Additional information about the Chalk Walk Arts Festival and pictures from last year can be found on the Jasper Community Art Commission's website, jasperarts.org. This note, officials with the city of Huntingburg say effective immediately, normal traffic and parking patterns are in place on 4th Street between Main and Geiger Streets. Traffic was relegated to one way as work was completed as a result of the recent water main replacement project. Discussions about TIF districts in Perry County and their value continue, and as the Perry County Council looks at the economic development tool used largely to improve infrastructure for existing and potential business, the benefit has, as of late, come under scrutiny. The most recent discussions arose last week when County Attorney Chris Goffinet presented an annual TIF funding report to the Council, with efforts overseen by the County Redevelopment Commission and portions of the money recouped from TIF funneling into the nonprofit Perry County Development Corporation coffers. There was much needed explanation about what the money was and is actually being used for. What was basically a rehashing of several previous meetings about the financing districts, Goffinet explained the county incorporates 3 separate TIF or TIF districts, one encompassing areas surrounding the courthouse, another at Wapaka Foundry, and the last at Web Wheel. As a result, Goffinet says money retained from the courthouse TIF will be used toward rehab of the former National Guard Armory into offices. The Wapaka zone brought in $1.5 million last year, and such money is being used to pay down bonds established for projects spearheaded by the Development Corporation. And Web Wheel area is generating about $253,000 in revenue, with about half of that transferring back into the Tell City Troy School Corporation. There has been some public scrutiny of the Development Corporation, an independent nonprofit aimed at promoting economic development, since the group receives about 70% of its operational budget from an economic development tax fund. Now stay tuned. At the end of our news, WJTS Inform will feature Mentors for Youth Executive Director Courtney Canese. Also, weather and sports are still to come on 18 WJTS. We're local people watching local people.